Having managed to escape Soviet stagnation, Georgia is following a modern European development path. Georgia is the oldest Caucasian country with a unique culture, alphabet, literature, amazing polyphonic music, history, and great traditions. Georgia is also one of the oldest producers of wine. Wine was cultivated here more than 8,000 years ago, and grapes were pressed into wine in the Georgian vessel called kvevri. The first years of independence were very hard for Georgia. However, since the 21st century, the country has been developing rapidly. Georgia consistently ranks among the top 10 safest countries globally, according to the world's most reputable lists. In the last decade, hazelnut production has become increasingly important to the Georgian economy. In accordance with European standards, Georgia actively supports the development of the hazelnut sector and ensures the provision of education related to the field. The Hazelnut Producers and Exporters Association of Georgia was formed to stimulate the growth of the hazelnut sector in the country. The hazelnut is an important strategic product for Georgian agriculture and is the oldest endemic species of Georgia. The Georgian hazelnut is outstanding for its taste and high quality. However, it should be mentioned that the field is quite young, only 24 years old. It should also be mentioned that the field has developed quite dynamically during this short period of time and turned into an organized structure. As a result of this, in 2013, our association was established. The association has 32 members, and since its establishment, it closely cooperates both with the state and with international institutions.
I am very pleased and honored. I got the privilege to visit Georgia already in the 1992-94, and I saw Georgia again a few months ago, and time by time. Number one, I see the big development that take place from the capital Tbilisi to the big city down in the south, Batumi. And I appreciate of Georgia the beautiful environment, mountains and the valley, as well the open and the friendship of the Georgian people. A part of that, beautiful wine all over. So that is my very, very sincere position.
Although Georgia is a new supplier, Georgian hazelnuts are competitively priced on the market. Georgia has nut certifications which are officially valid from January 1st, 2018. Generally, the Georgian climate is good for the development of nut species. Thus, it is a priority direction for our country. Nowadays, Georgia produces up to 70,000 tons of unbroken hazelnuts. However, with 60,000 hectares of plantations, we have the ability to produce more. Georgia is the third biggest producer in the world, but we can move forward and become one of the most important producers together with our neighbor Turkey. Apart from hazelnuts, it is important for us that Georgia has the potential to produce walnuts, almonds, and pistachios. We see quite an interesting development trend in these directions. The state offers grant projects through which we co-finance building new plantations. This is the reason why Georgia already has commercial gardens of these species. Georgia has mandatory hazelnut regulations which ensure traceability and hazelnut quality control in order for Georgian hazelnuts to have a bigger and better reputation on the international market. It can be said that hazelnuts exported from Georgia are fully traceable. Georgia does not export hazelnut products without a certificate of conformity. Hazelnut production is a strategically important field for Georgian agriculture. This field has always been important for us. However, during the last 10 years, due to its size, it has become especially important to Georgian exports. Not solely for agricultural export, but to the entire export industry. As a result, when there were questions and problems related to taxation, the government quickly made decisions which enabled further development of the field. Of course, we will continue supporting the field because nowadays, in terms of hazelnut export, Georgia is among the 3 leading countries, and we will, of course, continue in this direction. Hazelnuts should not be produced only in western Georgia. Hazelnut production should be developed in the whole country.
The
main message of our association and members is quality, security, and education. It is important for us to partner with Western markets. This is important both in terms of financial revenues and education. Our enterprises are becoming more sophisticated and are developing daily. At the same time, we closely cooperate with the farmers and support bioproduction. We are sure that all of these steps will increase our export area and support Georgian hazelnuts in becoming premium class. At the same time, these steps are a prerequisite for Georgia to become the 2nd largest hazelnut producer in the world.
Well, I'm coming from hazelnuts people. I am in this business since more than 50 years, and I know worldwide all the producing country. Georgia can have a big future. I know the big effort that this government is doing in order to change and to modernize the Georgian orchard. I was, in fact, speaking with your Minister of Agriculture in various occasions, and that is the kind of variety that Georgia should convert. Like Tonda di Giffoni, as well, I'm talking about Tonda Gentile Romana, as well Tonda delle Langhe, and you see proper visible orchard, well aligned, where it's possible to do also the irrigation and even better fertigation. And the capacity of the people is sure. They have to gain more confidence on this big possibility. And the plan of Georgia going up to 80,000 hectares is a very impressive plan, ambitious but necessary, because worldwide are necessary hazelnuts, and Georgia is a vocated area. So since not yesterday, but the last 30 centuries, which is meaning 3,000 years, like the Georgian wine.
Hi, my name is Veronica Lee. I'm the Director of Economic Growth at USAID Georgia, and I'm here to advocate on behalf of the 60,000 hazelnut farmers that we support at USAID Georgia. Over the last decade, USAID has worked with the hazelnut industry to increase the quality of hazelnuts and improve the quantity of hazelnuts to be sold on the Georgian market and abroad. US and Georgia share a strong and strategic partnership. Did you know that Georgia recently ranked number 9 in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business report, which sandwiched it between Norway and Sweden as an investor-friendly destination? Over 25 years, the U.S. government has provided over $4.3 billion in assistance, and with that, Georgia has become the most democratic country in the region with a growing economy and a world-class business enabling environment. USAID is proud of our achievements and is proud to partner with the hazelnut sector in Georgia. We look forward to continued success.
More than $13 billion have been invested in the Georgian economy over the last 20 years. Georgian legislation promotes economic liberalization and corresponds to EU standards. The hazelnut business has tremendous potential in Georgia, making the country a reliable business partner.